Charlamagne says DEI initiatives are mostly garbage and just corporate PR. And I agree with him on this one. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Let's talk about this one.
Hey, y'all remember 2020, right? Yeah, COVID, social distancing, murder hornets. Yeah, y'all forgot about murder hornets, huh? Or maybe you remember our nationwide reckoning with racism. After the murder of George Floyd, white people across America looked around and said, wait a second, are we racist? So America took a good hard look at itself, and when big corporations saw themselves in the mirror, they said, oh shit, we're white as
Inequality in corporate America. There are only 5 black CEOs running Fortune 500 companies.
You can see 6% of top executives as black. In terms of the population of the United States, it should be 13%.
In a video, Nike said, don't pretend there's not a problem in America. Critics point out that all of Nike's executives are white.
That's right. The board of Nike was so white, they were all wearing New Balance. And to address this problem, businesses turned to a solution called Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, or DEI. It means more fair hiring policies, new anti-discrimination rules for the workplace, and sensitivity training seminars. And the first thing it led to was a shitload of ads.
Real progress on diversity and inclusion doesn't happen without real work.
I swear, when he be the stuff he be, oh my God, the way this is an unnecessary ad. But the funny thing is, this was stuff that was put out, and now 4 years later, it just looks silly. It looks silly. Well, it always looks silly to a lot of us in the black community, but looking at it back from now, looking at it in the past, it looks even worse. It looks even worse. But let's keep it going.
Say celebrate diversity into your X1 voice remote to discover curated content today.
Every day, General Mills serves the world by making food people love. And inclusion is one of our secret ingredients.
At Kraft Heinz, our purpose is to make life delicious. And we believe we can't achieve that without one essential ingredient: diversity. It's diversity that makes life delicious.
We're on a 400-year-long journey, and scars don't fade. But neither does hope.
Ask your doctor if black people are right for you. That's right. Nobody's buying Vaseline because of diversity. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever actually bought Vaseline. It's just there.
I did. I got some Vaseline lotion sitting right across the room right now, the cocoa butter version too. So I do. I've always used Vaseline. Started off with the petroleum version of it when I was a kid, and now I've graduated to the lotion version. So, but that was before all the DEI movement. But this, you know what? I wonder if this cocoa butter version. Curious if this cocoa butter version that I got is new. It's specifically. I wonder if it came out after 2020. I'm gonna have to look that up.
It comes with the house, right? So that's how things stood in 2020, but that was like 15 years ago. Today, when people talk about DEI, it's more likely to sound like this.
DEI is just a rebranded version of hating white people.
DEI, in this case, stands for divisive, erroneous, and insidious.
DEI, which stands for didn't earn it. Discrimination, exclusion, and indoctrination.
Didn't earn it. Damn. It's funny that, like, on this side of the COVID crisis and the DEI push, that people are actually starting to say what they really felt back then. I know even when they were putting all this out, that these were the things that were being said in those boardrooms. But I still agree. DEI was put in as a reason to make corporate look better. All the corporates look better. It didn't in my eyes, but
DEI. DEI stands for Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, and Ice Cube. Yeah. Y'all cheering out there, but do you want with attitude coming to your office? These right-wingers are crazy, right? Jesus. But here's the part where you all stop applauding everything I say. The truth about DEI is that although it's well-intentioned, it's mostly garbage, okay? It's kind of like the Black Little Mermaid. Just because racists hate it doesn't mean it's good. And you know I'm right, because every one of you has sat through one of those diversity training sessions and thought, this is some bullshit. And it's not just you. Over 900 studies have shown that DEI programs don't make the workplace better for minorities. In fact, it can actually make things worse because of the backlash effect. Remember DARE from school? Y'all remember DARE? Yeah. She said, woo. DEI training is like DARE for racism. And you all know how effective that was. I was sitting there going, oh shit, there's a ton of fun drugs I should try. I didn't even know about Molly. Thanks, Officer John. But the biggest failure of DEI is that the number of black people in power at big companies is basically the same as it was 5 years ago. In fact, maybe the only thing that DEI has accomplished is giving racist white people cover to be openly racist.
DEI breeds complacency, Dana, and complacency kills.
We're going to have doctors who don't know how to perform heart surgery, and we're going to have planes that are falling out of the sky.
Boeing recently bragged not about being the best in the business, but about surpassing its diversity quotas. Oh, goody. But then, not so good, a door flying off one of Boeing's 737 Supermaxes.
Well, what now, see, I would agree on the fact that DEI and DEI positions are mostly given in order to make corporate feel better. But what in the hell does a company hiring a few more black folks within an organization have anything to do with the quality of the product? Boeing's plane fell off or fell out of the sky, and the doors fell off not because of DEI. So, of course they would want to blame that on DEI. But I digress.
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
I mean, honestly, when I see a black pilot, I'm not worried that we're going to crash. I'm worried that we're going to get pulled over. Okay? That's right. And no, officer, I will not step out of this vehicle. All right? But yeah, they're blaming DEI for everything. Even that bridge in Baltimore. They called Baltimore's mayor the DEI mayor, like he was given the job for being black. Then they said the shipping company was too focused on DEI instead of safety. But almost the entire leadership of the company is white. No black people, right? If anything, the Baltimore mayor, he should have been the one to make it racist. Just come out like, these crackers knocked down my bridge, okay? All right? And one of y'all crackers better pay for it, okay? And honestly, I'm not surprised these programs didn't work, and here's why. It's just corporate PR. They want good vibes, and also they want to cover their ass, okay? Did you know that if a company gets sued for civil rights violations, just having a DEI program will be counted as evidence in their favor, even if the program doesn't do shit, okay? It's the I have a black friend of the legal system, right? We don't need corporate DEI. Yes, we want diversity and equity and inclusion, but we don't want it from Vaseline. Although I'm not going to front, Vaseline has been there for the black community. Respect, okay? Right?
Yes, it has.
That's right. And moisturize, okay? Look, man, real DEI is only going to come from black leadership. I don't know how to do it because I'm not a black leader, but I do know how to tell if it's working. Just keep an eye on right-wing media. The more they're freaking out, the more progress we're making.
Yeah. I mean, plain and simple. DEI was definitely put in just to make companies look good. I think most people in the black community would agree. I told a lot of people throughout 2020 and 2021 that was actually the best time to get into some of these corporate businesses. I mean, obviously, you want to make sure you're qualified, but anybody who was struggling to get in, all things being equal, had the education and the skill set to do the job. Between 2020 and I'll say even 2022, that was the best time to get in to a lot of these corporations that were, basically hiring, trying to hire based on the look. They really wanted to try and look like they were doing things better. But for those of us that were qualified and just so happened to be black, it was a really, really good time to get in and get your money and show these corporations that you are qualified and you can do the job. So there were a lot of benefits to the DEI push, but I'm not surprised that cities like or states like Florida are rolling back DEI initiatives. Doesn't surprise me at all. So we'll see a lot more of that, and we'll see a lot more of companies also backing out of the DEI initiatives or the DEI, which sucks, but we'll see. We'll see what the next gimmick for black folks is in the near future. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications.